Hi students, it's me Harsnath Sukla and this is revision class lecture 2 for class 12. Revision class lecture 2 topic real number, chapter real number and topic is to prove root 2, root 3, root 5 they all are an irrational number. So we just start. First is prove that root 2 is an irrational number. For proving root 2 is an irrational number, we need to know some theorems. For example, first thing, if a divides p square implies a divides p, where p is any number, composite number or what, any number. Okay. Second thing, the definition of rational number. So definition of rational number means if I would like to ask you what is the definition of rational number, so maybe your answer is a number which can be represented in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers, where q does not equal to 0. But this is not a complete definition. So what is the complete definition? Complete definition is whatever you tell that all are correct, but one thing is there, p and q are relatively prime. Relatively prime, that means p and q have no common factor other than 1. So p and q have no common factor other than 1. This is the main thing, definition of that particular rational number. It helps to prove root 2 is an irrational number. So we just proceed, and first thing we are going to prove root 2 is an irrational number. So listen, root 2 is an irrational number. Proof. Okay, proof. If possible, let root 2 is a rational number. If possible, let root 2 is a rational number. If possible, let root 2 is a rational number. Then what? So root 2 can be written as p by q. But remember, where p and q are integer. The first thing, p and q are integer. Q does not equal to 0. And p and q are relatively prime. This is the very important thing. Relatively prime, that is, p and q have no common factor other than 1. This means p and q have no common factor other than 1. Okay, so this is the actually base for the proving root 2 is an irrational number. Okay, on squaring both sides, both sides, we get what? P square is equal to 2q square, and this implies 2 divides p square. See why? Since suppose 6 can be written as 2 into 3, so 2 divides 6. अगर 6 को हम 2 into 3 लिखते हैं तो इसका मतलब यह है कि 2 6 को डिवाइड कर रहा है. दैट इज 6 is completely divisible by 2. Okay, so 2 divides p square. This means 2 divides p. Why? Since we know that a divides p square implies a divides p. Okay, and if 2 divides p, that means what? 2 is complete. P is completely divisible by 2. That means 2 is factor of p. 2 is factor of p. 2 is factor of p. Okay. So this is your question number first. Huh? So please note it down. These are very important things. Okay, now let us consider P is equal to 2c, then 2c square is equal to 2q square, and this implies 4c square is equal to 2q square, and this implies 2q square is equal to 4c square. So q square is equal to 2c square, and this means 2 divides q square, and this means 2 divides q, and this means 2 is factor of q. This is your equation number 2. Okay, so please listen carefully. Now after that step, let p is equal to 2c and put in that equation. P is equal to 2c and put in this equation. P square is equal to 2q square you have now. So put this value of p in this equation, you get 2c square, 2q square. This is 4c square, 2q square, 2q square, 4c square. So q square is 2c because 2 is cancelled by 4 is cancelled by 2 and it is 2. This means what? 2 divides q square. This means what? 2 divides q. And this is what? 2 is factor of q. This sign means 2 divides q means 2 divides q. This means 2 divides q. Okay. So this is the equation number 2. Now note it down fast. So next one, from 1 and 2, what do you see? From equation number 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, we get 2 is common factor of P and Q. 2 is common factor of P and Q. Which is not possible. Why? Because if root 2 is an irrational number, we suppose root 2 is a rational number, then p by q is root 2 can be written as in the form of p by q, and in definition of rational number, p and q has no common factor. So this is the contradiction which contradict the fact that root 2 is 2 has no common factor. Hence root 2 is not a rational number. Hence this is rational number. Hence root 2 is an irrational number. Hence root 2 is an irrational number. Okay. Now we are going to prove next root 3 is an irrational number. Okay, so please note it down. Now we are going to prove root 3 is an irrational number. Root 3 is an irrational number. Again we start from the same manner. If possible, let root 3 is a rational number. If possible, let root 3 is a rational number. So root 3 can be written as P by Q, and the same thing, P and Q are integer. P and Q have no common factor other than 1. Okay, and what? Q does not equal to 0. So on squaring both sides we get, on squaring both sides we get 3 is equal to P square by Q square. So P square is equal to 3Q square. This means 3 divides P square, and this means 3 divides P. This means 3 is factor of P. So please note it down fast. Note it fast. Okay, now again this is equation number 1. 3 is a common factor. This is equation number 1. Now let P is equal to 3C and put in P square is equal to 3Q square. This value you have to put it here. 3 square is equal to 3Q square. So 9C square is equal to 3Q square. So 3Q square is equal to 9C square. So Q square is equal to 3 3s are 9. So 3C square, and this means what? This means 3 divides Q square, and this implies 3 divides Q. This is equation number 2. So p square is equal to 3q square, 3c square is equal to 3q square, 9c square 3 square, and this is q square is equal to 3c square. So this means 3 divides q square, this means 3 divides q. So please note it down. Now next one. Okay, maybe you noted it. So from these two equations 1 and 2, what we get? From 1 and 2 we get 3 is common factor of p and q. Okay, 3 is common factor of p and q, which is contradiction. Which is contradiction of the fact that p and q have no common factor. P and Q have no common factor. This is the contradiction of this fact. Hence, our supposition is wrong. Our consideration is wrong. So, what is true? Hence, our consideration is wrong. Hence, our consideration is that root 3 is a rational number is wrong. Hence, what is true? Hence, root 3 is an irrational number. Root 3 is an irrational number. Okay. So this is whole about the root 2 and root 3 to be an irrational number. Okay. So now next thing is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So please note it down. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So what is fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Please see. Every composite number can be written as prime factorization of. Fundamental theorem is every composite number can be written in the form of prime factorization of that prime number. For example, suppose you want to write 36. So 2 into 3 into 3. Order of the number doesn't matter. That means this you can written as 3 into 2 into 3. 3 into 3 into 2. Order doesn't matter. Okay. So this is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. That means if you have given a composite number p, then you can write this p as p1, p2, p3, pn, where p1, p2, p3, this means dot, that means product. P1, p2, p3, pn are prime numbers. P1, P2, P3, P3, Pn are prime numbers. So thank you for today. I wish to you all have to be safe at home, and please try to study these particular these problems, these particular topics, and revise well, because after 15 maybe your online exam are started. Thank you.